friends. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I am Lina, and today I am talking more about uh, female stereotypes and a culture that different cultures that like to oppress women, in my view, and also cultures that like to oppress women in the name of tradition. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I was thinking about this today when I was talking to a person I work with about gypsy culture. And personally, gypsy culture, I don't necessarily agree with it. After watching My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, which is a stupid reality show, I did a lot of research and I found that a lot of the stereotypes that they're talking about, a lot of stereotypical gypsy culture that they talk about in the show actually is come to be, a lot true from what I found in my research. And they are such, like, their culture is just such a double standard. Women get married young, men, it's okay if they have a sex life, but women have to stay pure and like look like these pretty objects for their guys, and they have to stay pure because if they're not pure, they're, slutty, and if they're slutty, that means no one wants to marry them, which is stupid because, like, okay, why is it that, it's okay for the guy to go out and work and the woman has to stay home taking care of her family? Like, what's wrong with it being the other way around? And I understand that it's a part of their culture, but it doesn't make it right. Like, just because something is a part of a culture, it doesn't mean it's correct. And personally, women are much more than these pretty creatures that, supposed to go and do whatever the guy says and have babies and cook and clean. Like, no. Come on, no. And secondly, another thing that I want to correlate to this, women who dress, like, I like to dress with, like, band t-shirts, flannels. I was wearing this, but it got too hot, so I took it off. Flannels and then skinny jeans. I wear a lot of band t-shirts, flannels, and skinny jeans. That's just what I like to wear. I also have a lot of feminine clothes. And I'm not wearing makeup right now, but normally I have eyeliner on. And, I also have, like, shortish hair, but it's long enough to pull back, so I pull it back when it's hot. And just because of if I dress like this, I get mistaken for a lesbian. It's like, no, I'm not a lesbian. Yeah, I'm okay with equality amongst all genders and sexualities, and, like, there's also a complete difference between, genders and sexualities, and just because you're transgender, like, that's not a sexuality, that's a gender. There's difference there. And putting it back to, like, the gypsy culture, women have to dress absolutely feminine and they have to, like, be pretty. And to me, that just seems like, why? And I get that, like, a lot of them enjoy this culture, and not to mention the the thoughts on education. Oh, I don't need education, just hard work. It's like, yes, but a lot of times getting education and that experience, like getting a high school diploma, is needed if you want a better job than, laying cement, which a lot of them do. I'm not saying all of them are like this, but a lot of them are. And, like, doing this, like, research made me realize I'm not trying to, like, isolate a group of people. It's just, like, people who, like, talk about the Amish, and, like, there's been people coming out and saying, like, women who have escaped and saying that, oh, they don't exactly treat, women with the best of view either, which I get that that is their culture. I get that. But just because something is your culture does not make it right. think about it. Think about the Western culture. We live in such a world that views, rape in such a weird way. Like, we live in a world that it's okay to shame the person who got raped. It's okay to shame the victim. No, you should not shame the victim. It's not the victim's fault. That's just how I see it. And I know it's just kind of like went back and forth. And if, you don't like this video, well, good for you. Because I've come to realize that not everyone's going to like what you have to say. And this is just what's on my mind today. So keep watching if you feel like it. Watch more if you're new, or don't watch more. Just share your thoughts on this stuff. Okay, bye.